Okay, folks, we're here with another land management segment, American Forest Management. We're here with Mr. Fred Beck. How are you doing, Fred?
I'm doing better than I deserve. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, good. What you got here for us today? We're talking about cut downs a little bit. We've talked about different growth and cut downs and type of stuff. What do you have here for us?
This is a plantation age 12, and we have just thinned it. We thinned it earlier this year. Thinning harvest is a selection harvest where we remove some trees from the plantation and retain others. The reason for it is we want to retain the bigger trees that are faster growing and are of good form and remove the inferior defective or diseased or crooked stems. Also the stems that are really small, that have a very small crown. The leaves in the crown are what grow the wood on the tree. So if the crown is very small, then they won't be able to produce much wood. So we remove the inferior trees, leave the big ones, so they have more space for their crowns to expand, and then subsequently their diameters will grow. When their diameters grow, they grow in value, and that's our object. By thinning these plantations and removing the small trees, we enhance the value and the growth rate of the trees that we retain. The other thing about thinning is it provides a great benefit for wildlife. We plant the trees closer together so that they can shed branches that die lower down and not become bushes. And then we remove them by this thinning, which provides some income, but also the thinning puts sunlight on the forest floor, which there wasn't before the thinning. Usually about age 7 to 8, the crowns close and there's shade on the forest floor, and that lasts until we thin. And then when the sunlight is reaching the forest floor after a thinning, then briars, blackberry as we referred to before, and other low browse will thrive on that forest floor. So it has a wildlife benefit, it also has a timber benefit, it also provides some revenue. And that's what we're demonstrating here in this thinning harvest.
Hey, it's very interesting, and most people, and I haven't thought about that this much until we started doing these segments, but a pine plantation requires a lot of science involvement and planning to get the maximum amount out of it. And if you don't know what you're doing, folks at home, you're just not going to get the maximum benefit out of it. And that's why American Forest Management can come out and take a look at the property and tell you and come up with a plan. I mean, it's not just a come clear cut my property. It's a whole process and plan of years of planning and strategically getting that done.
We provide detailed 5-year plans for large clients, but we can provide a management plan long-term for any client, and glad to do it. I know one of our other foresters was going to give a presentation on the forest management plan, but all of our landowners, our clients, we have about 150 clients in my Bennettsville district with 3 foresters, and they're all very engaged. They all love their forest. They love to learn about their forest.
Right.
They love to think about the future, the plans with the forest, what it's worth, and what it can grow into.
Right.
All of them are very engaged. They ask a lot of questions. They love learning about it. Having a forester is a joy for them to talk to them and learn more about their resource.
That's fantastic. Fred, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Right back to the action, folks.